And welcome everybody to the Law and Crime Trial Network. I'm your host, Rachel Stockman, and I have a great team of legal analysts with me to analyze what is going on. Actually live back in this courtroom in Florida while they're bringing another witness to the stand. I want to bring in my panelists very quickly. Katherine Smith and Ann Bremner, legal analysts and attorneys with me today. Really quickly to you, Katherine, and hopefully Ann, I can get to you later. What's the defense in this case?
It's really tough. I mean, it's so hard when you have overwhelming physical evidence. It's very hard. You would have to go for a mental health defense.
And at this point, he admitted to it as well. Okay, it looks like they have a police officer. The prosecution has brought a police officer on the stand. Let's take a listen. Okay, we're listening to testimony in the case against Qiu Feng, a case going on in Florida. A man accused of killing his neighbor over some kind of dispute he allegedly had with this man. I want to bring in Katherine Smith, my guest for the afternoon, as well as Ann Bremner. She joins me via Skype. And to you, we were just listening to a responding officer who responded to the scene of the crime. But let's talk more broadly about this case. Where do you see the defense going? Because the defense gave no opening statement, and so far it's a bit unclear from reading some of the background.
Yeah, I don't know if they know where they're going yet. I mean, as you talked about before, I mean, he's admitted it on surveillance. All the evidence is obviously there, and he's indicated he doesn't really regret what he did. He feels bad for the deceased parents, so maybe it's going to be mental, because it seems to me that his gripe with his neighbor was in his own head. You know, he said his neighbor was making all this noise. It's all important to him, and he planned this for a long time. I think that's probably what I'd key in on if I were defending him, which is that was really kind of a specter, and it wasn't really real, this dispute he had.
Yeah, there were apparently some experts that went in and talked to him, and they don't even believe, Katherine, that there was even a real dispute between these two.
Right, that's why I think the best and only avenue to go here is a mental health defense, because there is some family history of mental illness, including schizophrenia, and some of the things that he had said, such that he thought the neighbor was communicating with him by imitating noises that the defendant was making, seemed to be in line with maybe a mental health schizophrenia defense.
Yeah, it will be interesting, because this seems like one where the defendant in the case kind of pushed this along to trial, and perhaps he had public defenders that thought, let's not take this to trial. Okay, we got to get in a quick break. When we return, this and a lot more cases, including verdict watches, here on the Law and Crime Network. Stay with us.